Good day, everyone. It's a real pleasure for me to be witness of the signature of the contract for one of the world's most powerful supercomputers, the new LUMI supercomputer. Let me start by thanking the Finnish authorities, as well as the authorities of the 9 partner member states that have co-invested with us, or decided to co-invest with us, in the acquisition of the supercomputer. This is one of the important milestones for us in our plans that we have agreed together with the member states to make Europe the world-leading supercomputing region. It is an important milestone, not only because of the important technological achievements in supercomputing, but mainly for the importance of supercomputing and high-performance computing for our economy and our capacity to address our key societal challenges. Supercomputing is important to enable us to achieve our goals in terms of more precise medicine, more personalized medicine, to be able to track pandemics, to be able to have major advances in terms of clinical trials, in terms of treatment. The whole health area can be transformed through digital transformation and through high-performance computing. High-performance computing is also important for us to be able to address the Green Deal challenges, understanding better the behavior of our climate, the importance or the impact of human behavior on our climate. Also to be able to assess and predict the impact of our policy measures that we can take. It's important for us to be able to address our problems related to mobility and social cohesion. Large areas of, or large scope of areas that are so important for our citizens and so important for our society. It's also extremely important for the competitiveness of our industry, be it on simulation, modeling, design, what we call digital twins for the more efficient production, for more innovative production. It's important for our creative industries. It's important for our construction industry, for agriculture. This is why making Europe a world leader in supercomputing is a major cornerstone on making the digital transformation a success for Europe. As you know, this is one of the 2 key priorities of the Union today. Succeeding in the digital transformation of our economy and society and bringing the benefits of digital technologies and its applications to all our citizens, to all our businesses. And the second objective is indeed the green transition and achieving the Green Deal objectives. And there, I really congratulate the LUMI project partners and the city of Karachi for making this investment in the most or the greenest way by ensuring that we have 100% renewable energy feeding into the supercomputing, and by also ensuring that a large part of the heating that comes out of the supercomputer is used for heating the city itself. So really congratulations. And we think it's an example of how our digital transformation should be in the future. A digital transformation that contributes to our green transition and that works hand in hand with the green transformation of our economy and society. Our investments that we do today is part of 8 investments that we're doing together with the member states and some of the associated countries to achieve our goal of making Europe a world-leading region in supercomputing. With these 8 investments that we're doing, we will multiply our current supercomputing capacity by 7 to 8, and will put us as the world-leading regions in terms of total supercomputing capacities. We will bring these supercomputing capacities and the applications to every engineer, to the fingertips of every engineer, to the fingertips of every scientist, to help us achieve and implement the applications that I mentioned, from health to mobility to environmental modeling to monitoring of our climate and environment, to more efficient production, to more innovative industries, etc. And this is part of our programs. We're not acquiring the machines, but we're also contributing and helping build a whole ecosystem around these supercomputing capacities, connecting these supercomputing capacities across Europe, building an ecosystem of applications and developers of applications, but also enlarging this to the widest use by businesses, by governments, in order to make sure that their benefits get as quickly as possible to the rest of the economy and society. And we would like this technology to be built as much as possible with European contribution. This is part of our ecosystem. And Europe is very well known for applying supercomputing capacity, and we know now that we need not only to do the applications, which will remain a very strong point for Europe, but also look at the rest of the technology supply chain that we can do through these investments as well. The investment that we're doing now is around 1 billion euros on the 8 machines, with half of that coming from the Commission and the ecosystem that goes with it. 3 of these machines, including the LUMI, will be at the pre-exascale level, so it's really the top performance worldwide. And we have 5 that are also in the beta scale that will be part of the 50 top supercomputers worldwide. We hope that the 3 would be among the 10 and most probably the 5 top supercomputers, and the rest will be at least in the 50 top supercomputers. Together, they make really Europe a world-leading region in advanced computing, with the ecosystem that goes with it, and in benefiting from advanced computing. This is just the first step. Our next step is in line with the aspirations of our citizens and our businesses. Our next step has been announced a month ago by our president, Mrs. von der Leyen, who highlighted the importance of high-performance computing as a key part of our plans for a successful digital transformation of our economy and society. And she has announced that we are proposing to the member states and to industry a co-investments of around 8 billion euros in our next generation supercomputing capacities. This will be through our investment that we'll do in the Digital Europe program, the new program, Digital Europe program, that will be around 2.5 billion euros on supercomputing and their application in the whole ecosystem, but also the investment that we'll do on research, development, innovation that will come under Horizon Europe on advanced and supercomputing, that will enable us to move to the next step, so to move to the exascale computers. We hope that we'll have them around 22, 23, but also to start preparing for what comes after the exascale, including quantum computers, and to be able to implement in Europe the first hybrid supercomputers that will have quantum and traditional supercomputing capacity, and to make them available for our scientists, for our researchers, for our engineers. That investment hope would be, as we do today with EuroHPC, to be matched by investment that will come from the member states and from the private sector. And altogether, this should be around 8 billion euros. What we're also proposing is that the member states use the opportunity offered by the Recovery and Resilience and Recovery Facility, the RRF, and the Next Generation EU facility, in order to also use these investments that will be done in this context to beef up their supercomputing capacity, contribute to our initiative, but also to make sure that we bring these capacities to every citizen, every business, through more investment into the infrastructure and the application, but also in the data infrastructure that has to be accompanying the work that we do on HPC. We need data, we need supercomputing capacities, we need algorithms, and we need the applications to be spread all across our economy and society. And the RRF, the Next Generation EU facility, brings a unique opportunity in the next 2 years to increase our investment in this field. It's one of the areas that we have encouraged the member states, or proposed the member states, to invest in as part of the 20% that will be devoted to the digital transformation and the recovery plan. And really, it's a call to all member states to use these amounts to beef up our infrastructure, build the data capacities that we need, but also all the application, as I mentioned, and the diffusion of this technology. We have proposed, in order to make pursue the collective effort that we've done together, and to get this 8 billion euros into a common roadmap, as we've done so far in EuroHPC, and as we've done so far to reach the acquisition together of the LUMI supercomputer, we have proposed to review and extend the EuroHPC joint undertaking, and we have put on the table a proposal to do so. This joint undertaking, as we've done so far in EuroHPC, will enable us to pull together the different resources, the 2 resources from the EU, 3 in fact, because we want to bring also for the connection of the supercomputers money from the CEF program, the CEF2 program. So we will have the set of investment that will come from Digital Europe, Horizon Europe, CEF, into this joint undertaking, as well as the contribution that will come from the member states. Our ambition, and I repeat, is to make Europe a world leader in supercomputer as a cornerstone, and our ambition to make the digital transformation a big success for Europe. And our ambition is to create an ecosystem around it that will help us to reinforce our technology capacity, our industry in this field, including from the components up to the system and to the wide range of applications that can be run on it. We have shown through EuroHPC in the last 2 years, 2.5 years in fact, that we're able to pull together resources to achieve very ambitious goals and to put Europe on the map of the world leading regions in technology and in advanced computing. This shows really that when we are together, we can achieve very, very ambitious goals. Many thanks to the partners in the LUMI project, and many thanks for their commitment and engagement with us in this project, and I'm sure it will be a big achievement for Europe with great benefits for the partner countries, but for all of the European regions, all the European regions, all the European citizens and businesses. Thank you very much.